Hello and welcome back to the treat called Oxygen Not Included. And yes, we got a bit of omelette last episode. And we ended with getting the omelettes because, yeah, I was forgetting my time again because I'm having so much fun. That's probably the easiest way of knowing if I'm having fun with a game, if I forget about time. Probably not the best when it comes to making YouTube videos because you need consistency, but yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to playing games. I'm really into a game. I think it's really fun. I forget about time so fast, it's ridiculous. Like less than a minute in and boom, my sense of time is gone. And let's see, what should we do here? Like this one is 20 to 50. Like a Jojo seed is 0 to 100. That would never ever wilt, basically. Sure, we'll do a mirth leaf, whatever it's called, mirth leaf seed. Right, I was actually correct. But yeah, we are getting close to cycle 100. And if you heard a glass or something bump, I'm sorry. I do need to drink from time to time to not, like, be completely dry. Dried out or destroy my throat. Wasn't really meaning to bonk it down like I did, but yeah, that's what happens when you're not looking at the thing you're putting down. It just happens to be put down as hard as it's put down. How's the germs looking over here? We should be able to like sneak around the corner and up, maybe. We could go down like this here and sneak down. That might work as well. We probably want to close, like, do insulated tile and up. That's something you actually want to do. You actually want to, like, encase your whole base into insulated tiles and then have, like, some way of going past the wall of insulated tiles. But yeah, we are coming along. We are getting up to speed when it comes to this whole arrangement down here. It is getting done. It's not completely done just yet, but it's soon done. It's not, as I said, not really there yet, but I need to build this wall here up properly and this roof over here. I'm not sure which way is the quickest one. It might actually be to dig straight down and then around. Probably is. Like this. And then dig two like this and then just... Don't need that one. Because you can actually do it in a diagonal thingy. And that probably will be quicker than doing around like this. But let's see, how's the food looking? It's holding up. It's not perfect in any way. No way is it perfect, but it's okay. It's stable-ish. We still have the barbecue, and we do still have the spicy tofu. But yes, we do need to keep an eye on the food at this point. Once this mushroom farm is up and running, is running like consistently, and we are not running into issues of any kind, we will be set for food, basically. We will have a lot of food. Not super good food, but we will have food. Gene. Let's check this. And you, no, you're not allowed over there. You're gonna have to clean yourself a bit. You as well, because God forbid you spreading disease down into this, which has already happened. I noticed. You, please, clean yourself. Probably what I should do is put the wash basin here and here, like here and here, so if they want to go in here, they have to clean the hands. Like, if they're going in here, they have to clean. Probably the way to go, but I'm not sure I need to. Actually, like, to be honest, I'm not sure I need to. Could just do something like this, force them to go somewhere and clean themselves when they could try to leave, like this. Outside of greenhouse, yeah, because it's 98 tiles and not 96, which is required for it. But yeah, and having this way around is probably going to be helpful later on. So I will take the time to do it this way. And once this is a greenhouse, we can start making fertilizer to actually speed up the growth of the plants. So these should be even faster. It does take 7.5 cycles to grow them if you fertilize them with slime. There shouldn't be any major problems with actually doing it, but yeah. I should probably try to fertilize, or not fertilize, but start digging into the slime over here, up here. And it might be a good thing to put like a water lock over here as well. This water pocket would be good to get you to use it, but not sure how I would handle that, and if I will at all. What I might do is actually let it drip down here and then force it down this way. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. I will have to tackle that water at some point. yeah. The carbon dioxide level has dropped, the oxygen has pushed down a little bit, but it's not, there's nowhere near enough to like not cover all the mushrooms and the ration box, so it's not a major problem yet, thankfully. We are going to do this, so you suckers have something to do while you're just waiting. Ren has an athletics of 7. Like, getting athletics up to 10 is massive. And it takes time. It takes such a long time. Like building up your skills on your duplicants takes such a long time. And once you get into like cycle 115 to 100 and you get to the point where you can actually take on more duplicants, for example, like the new duplicants that come, they are freaking useless in comparison to your old ones. Yeah, we're just going to take the omelets. Because, yeah, they have so little, like, the skill level is so low, like, athletics is like close to 0, while everyone else basically have all the skills like 10 or higher at that point. So yeah. I will remove all the debris here because it's in the way. But I am going to prioritize doing like this. Not prioritizing this, but like digging and building the ladder down here and building this roof here and digging these, I will put at a 9 because, yeah. I feel that taking care of this as quickly as possible to get this to actually count as a greenhouse is paramount. Like, it's really important to get it up and running as quickly as possible. Like, here he has no surface germs at all. Like, none. And then he comes here and boom, he gets surface germs. Not a lot of them, but a teensy bit of them. Really annoying, really. Can you please build the tiles? Please. Like, seriously, please. And yeah, we are coming around to cycle 100. 6 a.m. for me. Still 31st. So yeah, I'm on batch recording because I just can't stop playing, basically. And it doesn't matter because I wouldn't be able to like upload quick enough to warrant a playthrough where I play like the game once a week or twice a week or something, depending on how often I want to. I can't. Sadly, that's not an option. So, yeah. And we are on cycle 100. Colony achievement, turn of the century, which means basically we have got to the cycle 100. Reach cycle 100 with at least one living duplicant. Yeah, is it basically just reach cycle 100. That's it. Does Ren have skills in? Yeah, you basically are best constructor, which is interesting. But whatever. Yeah, since all the duplicants are, should I say, so bad, you need to like fiddle around with the priorities so they actually do whatever they are good at the most, or whatever work you want them to do. Please start moving again. Yeah, the narcoleptic is a bit destructive in the sense that your time gets sucked up. Like, it does stop the duplicant from doing whatever they was doing for some time. So it's actually quite bad. You, Ruby, are going to wash your hands, because please. Skill required operation. Yeah, and since Ruby is good enough when it comes to farming, Ruby will use the farm station and increase the growth of them. And yeah, it's 100 plus 100% for one cycle. It's a lot, but it does use up fertilizer, so one should be a bit careful if one doesn't want to run out of fertilizer. And yeah, it's impossible to do it to everything because, yeah, it's carbon dioxide, so they will run around and try to breathe all the time, which is such a unnecessary thing, really. Like, needing to breathe. But yeah, other than... I think it's time to start sorting like all of the stuff in here. Basically getting all the slime into a storage or two and keeping it locked up in there and nowhere else. More or less. Would be good. There's another thermal nullifier down there. A bit of lockers. We have this one I actually want to go into, but I do want to copy this and put it somewhere. Maybe here? Like right here, where I can go from here into this cold biome. And then like go around and up to the door. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna have to eat some breakfast soon. Take a break and eat something. But yeah. At this point, really, in the game, you get to... When you get to this point, it's... like, it can be quite hard to keep on going. Because... you might need to... do some really complex stuff from here. And that can be... like, it might seem like, oh, it's so simple, but actually setting it up and getting it to work is not that simple as it would seem to be. So, and that's like the thing I'm talking about, like right now. That's what would seem simple is like, yeah, it's just getting something like what do you say, call it water. Like, you might have run out of water if you haven't preserved it, or like done what I'm doing, aggressively take care of the slime biome and getting a bunch of polluted water and sieving it and getting clean water. You might not have as much water as I have, and I can tell you right now, fixing polluted water, getting rid of the germs and getting it to clean water either takes a lot of time or a lot of power and resources. Because either you need to just convert it to water, let it sit for basically forever, and because food poisoning dies off in clean water. It does grow in polluted water, but it dies in clean water. But it takes a long time. Just something to be aware of. It takes a long time. What you could do, that's probably what I will do. Finding a place where you have chlorine, getting, you can see here, it's an item in the game, which is here, liquid reservoir, which is something I do want to get to. I'm actually going to get to it right now. And building that one in an area where you have chlorine, and then pumping all of this polluted water into a water sieve, turning it into clean water, and then putting it into that liquid reservoir, which is in an atmosphere of chlorine, and the germs will go away really quickly. There's a bunch of stuff to, like, ways of cleaning and getting rid of germs, like turning germy polluted water into clean non-germy water. There's a few ways of doing it. One is using chlorine, as I mentioned, with a liquid reservoir. Another one is heating up the polluted water and turning it into steam. Another way is turning the polluted water into clean water, like clean germy water, and then heating it up and killing, not turning it into steam, but heating it up to like 80 degrees or something, like really hot, basically the boiling point, but not to the boiling point, but close to it, so the germs die off quickly. And then you have to set up a system where you cool the water down to normal temperature, which is basically around 20, 25, somewhere like that. Feed all of that mechanism power, which is going to take a lot of power, believe me. And then pumping all of that into a reservoir where you have clean, non-germy water. I think what I'm going to do is just pump polluted water into a water sieve, getting it into clean but germy water. Like non-polluted water, just clean, like normal water, but there's germs in it. And pump it into an area where there's chlorine, where I have built a liquid reservoir or two, and just let it sit there and wait until the germs are at 0, and I will pump it into a place where I have clean water. So we are going to look at the duplicants here. Just gonna look at this. It seems like I actually don't want anything here. I'm not sure what salt water is used for, what you can use it for. I'm not sure I want to have any of it. I do know I don't want to mix it with anything, so if I don't have any use for it, I'm not sure I want it. I'm not sure I can actually separate the salt and the water to making like water and then salt separately, separating them, the two. Not sure I can do that yet. So at the moment we are going to reject, because we are not at the point where we can take care of extra people. The dust caps, the mushrooms, have come to a point where they can be harvested. That's super good. We have at this point no problem with food. There's absolutely no problems with food at all, which is super nice. I do want to see this one. It's right. Frost bun, fleet wheat. I will probably put that one on forever, just in case. And then we have like standard 2, it's a good one, it's a good one. And the frost bun should be on a forever there as well. And then we have the grizzleberry and the fried mushrooms, which is poor, but it's okay food. But with that, we are going to call this episode. So, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.